Welcome, respected Shrotas. Salutations. Congratulations for being regular in the study of this big text Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana. Third Utpatthi Prakaranam. We have started. First chapter we are seeing BANDHA HETHU NIRUPANAM as simply, directly, as it is revealed here, the cause of bondage. So very rare it is. We are lucky. We have to be grateful to Bhagavan Rama and sage Vasishtha ji. Let us continue it. Before that, remember the 13 Vyaktitvas, Loka Sevaka, Dharma Sthavaka, Viragi, not justifying where we are already, but then trying to achieve higher stages in these identities. Bhakta, Shishya, Mokshu, Jignasu, not satisfied at where we are, but here also trying to reach to the highest stage in these individualities. Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Vyaktitva. And also Samskrita Bhasha Jnata, Vyakarana Sahita. Friends, we have Shruti Mata to help us, we have Parabrahma Tattva to help us, we have the Adi Parashakti Mata to help us, we have Jagadishwara Bhagavan to help us, we have Devata Ganas, we have Guru Ganas. Take the help of all of them unhesitatingly and strengthen these Vyaktitvas for outer security, safety, inner peace and tranquility, inner more sublimity and spirituality. Let us start with our mantrocharana like every day and sankalpa for 2-3 minutes. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yerime Guruve Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं तस्मै श्री गुरु वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आवेश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यत्संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्धि तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूलनिर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठाद्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा मातापितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र से पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्नम तदनन्तरं श्री आदिशंकर कृत निर्वाण षट्क शास्त्र से अध्ययनम तदनन्तरं संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण पारायणम श्वेताश्वत्रोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत पारायणम वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं च करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्र मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सत्यात्म सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम बंध हेतु निरूपणं नाम प्रथम सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Right, friends, we have seen yesterday up to 40th mantra. 8 more mantras in this sarga. Let us start seeing from that. Bhagavan says yesterday, Vaashishtha ji, that by Savikalpa Samadhi, one cannot attain Drishya, Vimukti and the Moksha, not even by Nirvikalpa Samadhi, not even somebody says, I will all the time stay in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is impossible. The moment that willpower oriented, suppressed, suppressingly quietened sthiti of Nirvikalpa is broken, even the trace of the Drishya that is there in the corner of the chitta enough for the projecting of the Drishya Jagat, that is enough for us to become Drashta, which is a state of bondage. Then, latest what is if this way, that even Nirvikalpa Sthiti is not going to give us moksha, what is the use of that? Up to this we have seen. Now, in the 38th shloka, if somebody says that I will, without allowing what you call drishya to manifest, I will, like a stone, I will stay without minding the drishya, which is again a nirvikalpa samadhi sthiti. Will it not give me moksha? No, because that also you can't stay for permanently. That is the mantra 38. He says, Drashtatha yadi pashana rupatam bhavayan balat ilaste tattadantepi bhuyosyodeti drishyata. Drashta, you and I, seeker, yadi, if at all, pashana rupatam bhavayan, like a stone inert thing, he is pulling or forcing himself, arresting the thoughts. Now, then kila aste. Then how long one can stay in the pashanata, which is all unnatural, which is a forceful what do you call? Sankalpa bala, she would think. He says, tattad antepi. So even if you stay in that pashana rupa for 10 million years also, you have to relax it one day. Once that pashana rupa sthiti with so much of willpower is broken, Then bhuyaha asya udayati drishyata. That whole drishya is not there. State of being is not achieved by you. Therefore, again, drishya will come. No, this subject for a pure Vedantin, so much important that it will take him to the conviction that the realization of everything as Brahman alone is the way for transcending the drashta drushya rupi samsara bandhana. No other way. We are lacking that conviction only, because of which alone that deep sadhanas to realize the thing beyond, the self beyond, we are not taking up. And Vaashishtha ji is telling here, because of the difficulty of reaching that to that nirguna nirakara brahmasthiti, keeping away that goal, anything else you pursue as the goal, you will get it, but you will not get the moksha. See that delusion in ourselves that we want to achieve anything other than the supreme reality. That is being attacked here by Vasishtha ji. बेटा करो लेकिन मोक्ष तो नहीं मिलेगा. Moksha only will happen when you are no more drashta, when there is no more drishya. This is achieved only when you realize the pure Brahman beyond the drashta drishya kalpana. If that kalpana continues, the kalpita bandhana only will be there. Always the bandhana is kalpita because of Maya, yet the experience of misery is not kalpita. See the pathetic thing, tragedy of it? Like the swapna is kalpita, but the dukkha in the swapna is not kalpita. Cinema is kalpita, but the emotions in us is not kalpita. We go through them. See that lucky is the Vedanti who catches this point of Vasishtha. वो कहते तुम निर्विकल्प समाधि तक जाओ, सविकल्प तक जाओ, कुछ भी करो भैया. इवन पाषाणता यू मेंटेन लाइक ए स्टोन, एब्सोल्युटली अरेस्टिंग द थॉट्स ऑफ द माइंड, लाइक ए स्टिल पिक्चर बना के रखो कितने हजारों साल में. दैट व्हेन इट इज अंततः अगेन तस्य अंते दृश्यः पुनः भविष्यति, देन भूयः अस्य उदेति दृश्यता. Therefore, nahi पाषाणता तुल्या निर्विकल्प समाधय केशांचित स्थिति मायांत. Like a stone, the nirvikalpa samadhis achieved by so many yogis, never they stayed permanently. They are broken immediately. Drashya came, he became drashta, samsara suru. So, sarvaihi anubhuyate. How many have tried to maintain that nirvikalpa samadhi sthiti like a pashana for the eternity? None of them succeeded. That will be broken only. Once it gets broken, drashta drishya samsara. Therefore, nacha pashanata tulya nirvikalpa samadhayah bhavanti agrapadam shantam chitrupamajam akshayam. In that nirvikalpa samadhi, to a great extent, the samsara you may avoid. Even dukkha का भी बहुत हद तक कम होगा. But one thing is sure, that nirvikalpa samadhi sthiti is no day, never equivalent to the shantam, the chidrupam, the ajam, the akshayam. The beyond peace, that pure conscious bliss, that birthless, changeless, modificationless, deathless state, akshayam, never perishing state of Brahman, this nirvikalpa samadhi is never no way near to it, which is realized through the Brahma Tattva. Rama, please catch it right from the beginning. Not you are such a good person, such a serious, sincere seeker, yet you have wasted your thousands of years of sadhana to achieve that which is not ultimate. Life may be na that which is not so great and good, trying to achieve them, and after achieving, finding them to be empty, is the way we are put in delusion by our own non thinking mind and intellect. अब बताते जाए तो it will be matter will be very sensitive, isn't it? Number of dostis we maintain, number of businesses we maintain. अरे यार अल्टीमेटली उनसे क्या मिलने वाला है? Are you getting the infinite moksha with that? Infinite bliss? But are we not spending our precious time for that only? Sometime for the sake of desire, sometime imagining that there is fulfillment, many times out of obligations, many times out of duty notion. Now you understood what is the meaning of delusion? Anything wherein we are not pursuing consciously the Brahman, all of that, how much ever noble, is not ultimate. It is delusion only. We may attribute to it कि इसके द्वारा होगा, ओ उसके द्वारा ओ होगा, होता होगा, और हो तो नहीं होगा जो ब्रह्म ज्ञान से होने वाला है मोक्ष. But Swamiji, through all of them, finally we reach to Brahma Jnana. Now, where is your nose? तो ऐसे घुमा रहे, इधर है मेरा नाक. अरे इधर है, सीधा बोलो ना. Why you are justifying that way कि हम वो कर करके फिर इधर ही आएंगे, सीधा जाओ. You understood? This is the Maya, this is delusion. And we think ऐसे घूम कर उधर ही आते हैं. नहीं, घूम कर घूमते रहते हैं. Isn't it? Even now, while talking to you, we are talking about only the things which have no relation to Brahma. See the delusion there. A Brahma Prapti desiring person should immediately give up everything, sit only to go beyond all his panchakoshas to reach. No? What else can be, for whatever the reason, be important? If something is important, we have not understood that the moksha is in Brahma Prapti completely. We have also not understood that by other pursuits we are bound only. This common sense should click to us that if moksha is there is in Brahma Prapti, therefore in the Prapti of anything else other than Brahman, there is obviously other than the moksha called as bondage only. इसमें मोक्ष है तो इसके अलावा बाकी सब में बंधन ही है. सिर्फ इसी में मोक्ष. See that sentence, na? Pashanata tulya nirvikalpa samadaya bhavanti agrapadam shantam siddrupam ajamakshayam na. Agrapadam, the supreme state of being. Shantam, the final peace. Chidrupam, pure consciousness. Ajam, birth, etc., without birth, etc. Akshayam, never perishable. उसके समान तो नहीं होगा तुम्हारा पाषाण रूपी निर्विकल्प सम. है ना? कुछ लोग कहते बैठ जाएंगे बस गुफा में पाषाण की तरह. इन दैट फोर्सफुली दे आर stopping the mind and thoughts. That's called nirvikalpa samadhi. But that you are holding strongly, in that there is no positive realization that everything is Brahman. Therefore, that hold when it is left. It is like 10 days I will not have payas. But you have asanas inside. You just only 10 days you have vrata. The moment it is over 10th day, you will eat 10 kg payas per day. Chai mein bhi dal ke. From heart, totally it has to be eliminated. Here also, only through Brahma Prapti that there is nothing other than Brahman state is reached. Therefore, there is no drashta, drishya, projection, and that's given reality, and then suffering the bondage. ये सब तभी खत्म होता. Next one, see, very good. We have 7 shlokas. Let us see if we can do them. Narayana, see, tasmadhyadidam sadrishyam tanna shamyet kadachana shamyet apojapadhyanaihi Drishyamiti Agnya Kalpana. Very intelligent shloka by Vaashishtha. What is it? Tasmad, therefore, yadi, if at all, idam drishyam sat, if the drishya is real, tat, that then that one, na shamyet kadachana, it will no, never go away. If it is a reality, it will never go away. न शाम्येत कदाचन कभी शमित नहीं होगी. Never will it disappear if the drishya is satya. And if somebody says, what? Shamyeta tapo japa dhyanaihi. Through the japa, through tapasya, through dhyana, this drishya will be sublimated and one can get moksha. If somebody says it is agnya kalpana, it is the imagination of an ignorant person. Now, what is the intelligence Swamiji here of Vaashishtha means? Vaashishtha when he told that he dropped the drishyata, he said these three sadhanas only. Tapo dhyana samadhi. Remember? Tapo japa dhyanaihi. In the shloka 28, if you see, tapo dhyana japaihi. Tattva pramrushtam idam maya. Tasmad asti jagat drishyam. What is it? You said you have achieved that drishya rahitya sthiti with tapaha dhyana japa. Now he say through tapa dhyana japa drishya rahitya happens. Whoever thinks it is kalpana of that agnyata, agnya kalpana. It's an ignorant person's delusion. How are you contradicting yourself? Sir, it's not contradiction. You have missed one thing what I said. Through tapo japa dhyana, I reach to such a purified state of mind, be attentive. After which I realize the ultimate Brahman. Then in the Brahman alone, there is shamanam, dissolution of both drishya and drashta. So here, the one who is doing tapo japa dhyana, if is not like me, realizing the Brahman, then by only these three processes of temporarily quietening the mind, drishya will not go away, samsara will not go away. So therefore, should we do tapo japa dhyana? We must. For what? Quietening mind. Will it be enough? No. Then with that quiet mind, we have to do the vicharana of the Mahavakya. In the heat of vicharana, all upadhis of Vyashti Samashti have to be transcended, then that Nirupadhika, Nirvikalpa, Ekamevadvaya, Sachidananda Brahma has to be experienced. Then in that Brahman there is no Drishya, there is no Drashta, no Samsara. Therefore, Tasmad yadi idam sat drishyam tat na shamyet kadachana shamyet tapojapadhyanaih drishyam iti agnya kalpana. Only ignorant person's kalpana it is. So therefore, every sadhana is done for antakarana shuddhi. Shuddha antakarana is employed exclusively in the manana chintana of the Mahavakyas. The manana chintana of Mahavakyas should take us to the nididhyasana sthiti, wherein by rejecting the entire upadhi and upadhi yukta jiva bhava, the nirupadhika Brahman we have to experience only. Now, how clear? See, we have studied so many Upanishads, therefore we are able to catch it. But we are able to catch it, that itself beautiful thing. We have to hold on to this thought. Okay, other than realizing the Brahman, I cannot have moksha. No, if Rama and Krishna, if you take them, are they mukta because they came as avatars? Or as they mukta because they are the avatars of Vishnu? No, both are, they are mukta because they are Brahman. They have realized the Brahma state. Rama and Krishna are bound if they are not Brahman. Because they also came and gone. While they stayed, they also went through all troubles like us. Though they are Mahashakti, they are avatars, etc. फिर भी हो अपना निज ब्रह्म में रहकर वो मुक्त है. Then they used the Shakti to express the avatara, of course, to establish the Sanatana Dharma. Any Mahatma If he had to be said to be Mukta, he'll have to be Brahmanishta only, wherein Drashta Drashya he has transcended. पकड़ लो इस बात को, अंदर जाने दो और उसको भी स्ट्रांग बनाओ. उस बीज को डेली वाटर इट, so that it becomes such a big tree that you and I now are not trying for anything else but to the self realization. Now, how the whole topic started? Bandha hetu drishyam. Yavat drishyam tavat bandha. So, when the drishya goes away, then the drashta goes away, then the moksha will happen. Then, how the drishya can be removed? All the mechanical means were told and said they won't help you. Then, how the drishya will go away, sir? When you realize that there was never a drishya. And how do you realize that? When you know that it is delusion or projection. How do you know that, sir? When you realize the reality. Snake fear will never go away till the snake goes away. Snake goes away when we know the snake was only projection. Snake is a projection when we will know only when we apprehend the rope as rope. So therefore, the Rajjujnanam eva moksha hetu. Aham Brahmasmi anubhuti heva moksha hetu. Spashtam? All Upanishads are guiding us for that alone. उनका सारा ही है योग वासिष्ठ. How can Vasishtha ji talk anything else than in the Upanishads, the Upanishadic style? Vasishtha ji in his own style telling. But that point is same. So, tapo, japa, dhyana we will do. Make the antakarana shuddha. With that, without obstruction, go beyond all. Either you say the koshas, all gunas, all avasthas, all shariras, whatever use the name, all the Rupanama, all Dvandva, all say. इसके beyond जाओ to realize the homogeneous Brahman. That yet to be told by Vasishtha ji, but to complete the topic, we are talking right from the beginning. That Drishya Rahitya, Drashta Rahitya will happen when the substratum of these two are realized. So to say, these two are projections on the substrate. But how real they appear to be, no? The whole Drishya. See the cheating done by. The same Paramatma through Panchamahabhuta is seen as the Drishya Jagat of Rupanama, so solid. Same Paramatma with Panchamahabhuta playing the play of the Upadhis. Same Paramatma is entered the Upadhi and playing the play of Jiva. Then this Jiva through Upadhis, seeing the whole world of Rupanama, taking them as real. अरे वो रूप नाम रियल नहीं है, ये उपाधियां रियल नहीं है, ये जीव भाव भी रियल नहीं है. Only Brahman is real. But are we ready to agree it immediately? We are as foolish as the fellow who gave first time the heliocentric theory. I think he was killed only. The geocentric theory. It is Earth is in the center, all the planets move around. One fellow discovered that no, in Sanatana Dharma it is eternally there. Somebody said, sun is in the center, other things are around, which is a fact. That fellow was killed only. I heard killed or something is done with him. कि तुम हमारे इस थियोरी के खिलाफ बोलते हो तुम. In the same way, if somebody dares to tell that is drashta, drishya and upadhis with which the drashta is seeing drishya, all of them are mithya. It will be, that person will be caught only. But in Hinduism, luckily, our Shankara says, mano buddhihankara chitta ninaham chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. He dares to tell because it is India. Our Sanatana Dharmins understand these things better than others. So we also catch his point. And slowly the value given to Drishya, the value given to Upadhis, and value given to me, the corresponding Drashta should be reduced. And seek that Drukswarupa Atman, the Brahman, the reality. Let there be that restlessness, that sense of urgency. Like a child wants that ice cream or khilona, let us seek to be in that eternal. Like that bhakta in his tadap for Bhagavad Darshana. Let the jignasu be in the tadap for that Brahma Prapti. That's, in other words, is called as Tivra Jignasa or Tivra Mumukshita. See, all these are connected, no? Through Tivra Viveka, when you have the Tivra Vairagya, followed by Tivra Jignasa and Tivra Moksha, then only Tivra Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampada, sorry, Samadhi Shatka Sampada we get, and our listening from the Guru about Tattva will be very Tivra. Our Manana Chintana will be the Tivra. Then in that Tivra Manana Chintana, the Jnana becomes Drudha. In the Jnana, through the Nididhyasana, when we abide that I am Brahman, I am not these things. तीव्रता से then the अनुभूति will come. ढीला डाला है हम, चल ठीक है रहने दो ब्राह्मण को उधर, मुझे फिलहाल मुक्ति नहीं चाहिए, आप बस इस भुक्ति को ही पाना है, आप दृढ़ हो सके तो increase the standard of life, standard of living, all the comforts. See how our mind doesn't allow the intellect to listen to the gurus, their logic and Shastra authority, to accept Brahma Prapti alone is the moksha. Mind is not allowing. Intellect as ever is the gulam of the mana and indriyas. बस उस दिन का क्लास टल गयो, अगले दिन का भी टल गयो. इस तरह होल लाइफ टाल देता है ये मन हमारा, without allowing us to pursue the Brahman. In this way, it gets a knack of life after life, postponing the Brahmanubhuti and moksha. Therefore, life after life, we are only bound. This is a Maha Moha Mahamaya. I know in that Vivek Chudamani, we made you repeat Maha Moha Graha Grasana Galitatma Vagamana. Mahamoha Graha Grasita Atmavagamanah. Mahamoha Graha Grasita Atmavagamanah. महामोह नामक ग्राह से आत्मा अवगमन हमारा ग्रसित या खाया गया है और उसको पूरा पिघला के छोड़ दिया है. धियो नानावस्थाम स्वयं अभिनयन तद्गुणतया अपारे संसारे विषय विषमपूरे जलनिधौ निमज्जोन्मज्जायम भ्रमति कुमति कुत्सित गति. विल स्टडी दैट. आएगा विवेक चूड़ामणि, फिर से हिंदी में हम पढ़ेंगे. राइट फ्रेंड्स. तस्माद यदि इदम सत इदम दृश्यम सत तत् न शाम्येत कदाचन. शाम्येत तपो जप ध्यानैः दृश्यम इति अज्ञकल्पना. The binding drishya will go away only when the substratum is seen. Binding snake will go away only when the substratum rope is seen. Binding ornaments go away when the gold is seen. Binding rajata will go away when the shuktika is seen. Or binding delusions of drashta drishya go away only when the reality of the Brahman is realized in our own heart as सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म. अब ऐसे महात्माओं के ये ग्रंथ पढ़ने के बाद हमें फिर उपनिषद का वैल्यू पता होता है कि हाउ काइंड कंपैशनेट आर द उपनिषद ऋषिज. देयर एक्सपीरियंस, दे आस्क द डिवाइन टू एक्सप्रेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस मंत्र सो दैट द सब्सिक्वेंट जनरेशंस आर गाइडेड. Remember, with all the Upanishadic literature, we are guided and inspired only to say that there is Brahmasthiti. But that state will be experienced only when we are also as Viveka Vairagi and Sadhana Chatushta Sampada Yukta as that Gurus. उसमें क्वालिफिकेशन में कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं, बट उनको पता ही नहीं था कोई ऐसे उपनिषद, वो अपने ध्यान में अनुभव पाए, देन उनके द्वारा ये व्यक्त हुए for the sake of all of us. So for us, the Upanishad study reveals that the Brahman alone is the giver of moksha. Once we are convinced, then for the Brahma Prapti Hetu, Tyakteshanayaha, Tyakteshanatrayam Amekshita Moksha Margaha, that we will do it. Isn't it? जल्दी जल्दी करो, अब इस जन्म में तो अब करोगे नहीं, फंस गए। मैं तो कहता हूँ 10, 20, 40 जन्म के बाद नहीं, नेक्स्ट जन्म ओनली है भगवान, राइट फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड ओनली, लेट मी गो टू ए गुरु एंड स्टे इन एन आश्रम वेयर अदर देन ब्रह्म परस्यूट नथिंग इज परस्यूट। No, in this janma you may have a lot of bondages, weaknesses. और अगले जन्म में कौन पति, कौन पत्नी, कौन पतिला है, कौन भाई, कुछ है ही पता नहीं ना. So why can't we at least do sankalpa for the next immediate human life that we should pursue the self? If in this life itself, right now, if we are not able to give up everything and pursue Brahma, this is the ultimate, first best. द सेकंड बेस्ट इज भगवान, अब ये सारे बंधन झंझट नहीं मुझे अगले जन्म, सीधा उस सतगुरु के पास ले जाए, वो सीधा मुझे तैयार करके ही टीचर्स में तत्वमसी एंड आई रियलाइज अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, सीधा immediate next life. If you say after 10 lives, then after 10 lives you say again after 10 lives. This thought of mine कि 10 जन्म तक भोग करूंगा will force us to really become a bhogi in even subsequent janmas. And if somebody is adamant and arrogant and बेवकूफ to say that yes 100 जन्म के बाद spirituality करूंगा, वो तो फिलहाल कह रहा है वो, within that 99 janma he will make more vasanas, he will go on postpone. And who knows, if somebody is strongly saying day by day that in next life definitely I must pursue only Brahman, this intensity of desire may make the divinity to bless us to pursue it in this very life. हो सकता, अच्छा है, क्यों अंडर एस्टिमेट करें अपने आप को? Why underestimate the God's grace? And why not be ready if that thing happens wherein we are able to say bye to everything else, was seated in our kamara and closing the eyes, avrata chakshu amritattva vichya. That stability of Gautama Buddha. Only two. Karyam va sadhayami, shariram va patayami. I will realize the self or I will leave this body. Till that time, I will not come out of this tree, under this tree. Bodhi Vriksha. That one thing we have to learn. He did not postpone to next life or tomorrow or next year or next month, giving importance to all the samsara around. अभी समझ में आया ना, हम खुद ही अपने ही मन के मोह के जाल में फंसकर स्वयं का मोक्ष को we only are keeping on postponing. In spite of all gurus and shastras are guiding us, and in spite of all facilities are given by the Lord. Of whom to blame then? We only. फंसाने को सब तैयार होते हैं because they are not aware. But for liberation कोई हमको गाइड हेल्प नहीं करेगा. It is our choice. Guru is there to guide, but we don't want to listen to Guru. Good, no, nice shastras we are studying, very important knowledge we are strengthening. Those who are not coming to such classes, they're unfortunate. Somewhere they should go, if not this, but subject should be same. And we also should read only such books, listen only those talks. We have to strengthen our desire for moksha by Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, and we have to strengthen the commitment in us that we will do only that sadhana on the basis of priority, nothing else. खाना पीना भी छोड़ दिया, बस सिर्फ परमात्मा को. मैं तो चाहता हूँ ये स्थिति जल्द से जल्द आ जाए कि सांस भी लेना छोड़ दिया, सिर्फ परमात्मा को पाने का. देखा क्या फायदा इस सांस का जो अंदर बाहर जाते हुए जिला रहा है, इन विच देयर इज नो परमात्मा प्राप्ति प्रयत्न. What is the meaning in living when the goal and pursuit is not the moksha? See, is it neat? I am living for what? For getting bound. Is there any intelligence in it? I am living to be bound. And we all are doing that only. We are living bondage. We are living to be bound. See the power of delusion. See that. That's what we said nowadays many times. Like the addicts are addicted to drinks and drugs We are addicted to delusion and samsara. Terribly addicted. Nice slokas. Now, continues. Alina vallari rupam yatha padmaksha kotare aste kamalini bijam tatha drashtari drushyadhihi. Little sublime thoughts. You know? So, yatha, just like Padma Aksha Kotare. Padma lotus. Padma Aksha is the seed of the lotus. Kotare means within itself. What is there? Alina, secretly hidden. Vallari Rupam, the entire, the lotus plant, lotus, what do you call, creeper, and the lotus is many, many. Or let us say the plant, the creeper, which is going to give many roses, that is very much hidden in unmanifest form in the seed of the lotus. So, yatha Padmaksha Kotare Alina Vallari Rupam Aste Kamalini Bijam. For the next lotus and for the lotus creeper, the bija is subtly hidden in the entire Narayana, the lotuses and the creeper is certainly hidden in the bija of the lotus. In the same way, tatha drashtari drishyadhihi. Now, little change in the subject discussed. So far, the drishti was on the drishya, drishya, drishya. By nirvikalpa samadhi, you cannot remove the drishya. When the drishya is there, drashta corresponding will be born. All drishti was on drishya. Now, on the drashta. What is it? If you accept yourself as the drashta, even a little of it in him, like in the lotus seed, the lotus plant and other lotuses are there in the seed form, in the drashta, the drushya bijam is there. And to that bijam, when the right atmosphere is given, as it sprouts and becomes the big plant, so too the little chance given, that bija rupa drishya from me, the drashta, gets manifested. So, little value given to drishya, drashta is born. If the drashta is valued, in him the seed rupena drishya is there to manifest. In either case, there is no Brahma realization, there is bondage, there is samsara. Very subtle thought. Alina vallari rupam yatha padmaksha kotare aste kamalini bijam tatha drashtari drishyadhihi. In the drashta, the seed of the drishya will be there. So then what solution from this side? I am not drashta. Who am I then? I am pure Druk Swarupa Satchidananda Atma. That's why the three steps. First Drashtutva, then the Sakshi Bhava, then the Chaitanya Swarupa. That Chaitanya alone is the Brahman or Atman. Or from the Drashta Srota Manta Vijnata to the Chidabhasa, from the Chidabhasa to pure Chit Swarupa. Clear? Now again, like we have seen in our Shvetashvatara Upanishad, same shloka. Tileshu tailam dadhini vasarpihi apasrota swarnishu chagnihi. In the same way, Atma is there within us. Here also he says, Yatha rasah padartheshu, Yatha tailam tiladishu, Kusumeshu yatha modaha, Tatha drashtari drishyadhihi. वहां आत्म वस्तु के लिए बताया गया है. यहाँ द दृश्य इन द दृष्टा यथा रसः पदार्थेषु. Let us like the essence is there in the objects. Yatha tailam tiladishu. Like the oil is there like in the tila or groundnut, etc. Then kusumeshu yata amodaha, like there is fragrance in the flowers hidden. Tatha drashtari drishyati. In the same way, in the drashta, there is a drishya. Little time comes, that drashta churned, out of him comes the hidden drishya. But once drishya projected, the drashta drishya tamasha shuru. and in that nothing but bondage. देखो, a lot of Vedantic thoughts in this regard can be discussed, plenty. एक ही thought हमारे लिए काफी है, because our capacity is only that much. What is it is? Once the dichotomy comes, drashta and drashya, is equal to the dvaita, as we say in Vedanta. Whenever there is dvaita or dvandva, is not one limiting the other. दो है तो एक दूसरे को लिमिट करेगा ना. No, in the limited, how can there be moksha? Moksha and ananta, moksha and nitya, they have to go together. And if moksha is ananta, moksha is nitya, and nitya is ananta, how can there be two things? दो नित्य हो सकते हैं, दो अनंत हो सकते हैं, नहीं एक ही. That's why in the एक only there is moksha. Ekam dvayam brahma, in that only moksha. And always that alone is there. We are only have to realize it. We are not creating the one without second reality. Please don't go into that false thinking. अच्छा ऐसा स्वामी जी फिर हम मोक्ष पाने के लिए ब्रह्म को एक बनाना है. अरे भाई, Vedanta is not telling us to achieve that which we are not already. It is telling us that you are already that, but you are not accepting it. You are accepting something, yourself to be a drashta in correspondence with drashya and getting bound. Vedanta never tells you to get something in time, in place, with efforts. Vedanta only says you are already that. Praptasya prapti karati Vedanta, not apraptasya prapti. That is why the Vedantic goal is achieved only through the jnana, not through karma. Because you are already what karma you have to do for it? Only you have to remove the ignorance. Okay? Then we have यत्र तत्र स्थितस्यापि कर्पूरादेः सुगन्धिता यथोदेति तथा दृश्यं सिद्धातोरुदरे जगतु. He says yatra yatra स्थितस्यापि, wherever ever you keep it, कर्पूरादेः सुगंधिता, the कर्पूर, its smell, और कस्तूरी उसका स्मेल, और इलायची या कोई भी ऐसे जिसका स्मेल स्ट्रांग होता है, wherever you keep them, will the fragrance comes or not? यत्र यत्र स्थितस्यापि कर्पूरादेः सुगंधिता यथा उदित, as it comes continuously. है ना, पेंट का डब्बा आप आपके कमरे में रखो तो 3 महीने तक डेली वो स्मेल आएगा. You have to tightly tie it with the polythene cover and keep somewhere, या नहीं तो पेंट खत्म करो उसको. Like that, if something like Karpuradi, wherever they are kept, the Sugandhita yatha udeti, tatha, in the same way, Drishyam, where Chit dhatoho udare, Drishya Rupi Jagat. Drishyam Chit dhatoho udare Jagat. So, Drishyam Jagat, Chit dhatoho udare. Here, Chit dhatu means Drashta. In that Udara of the Drashta, the Drishya will be there. So, what is the very subtle-most, finer-most thought? Very finer-most, subtle-most thought. Try to catch. What it is don't long to be drashta. Don't long to be a drashta. Don't desire to be a knower of anything. Be the pure knowledge, consciousness itself. Instead of remaining as pure consciousness, if we become the knower by converting that consciousness into knowingness at the Vijnanamaya Kosha level, immediately the Drishya from nowhere presents itself to bind us. In the same way, it is same. Same thing we are telling to us. Don't long to be the Drashta, so too don't value the Drishya. Evenly. How क्या है? We see the drishya and we label it as beautiful or ugly. Then we create the raga dvesha towards it, and we get agitated so much to get it and run away. कितना हम मोह से कर रहे हैं देखो. Here also we have become drashta, then we have become jnata, manta with the upadis. Thereafter, then we become karta, then we become the bhokta. ये दृष्टा ही इतने सारे इधर बन रहा है और वहीं दृश्य ही इतने रूप ले रहा है वो दृश्य एंड इट इज गुड इट इज ब्यूटिफुल आई लाइक इट आई डोंट लाइक इट all these nonsenses in karna starting with seeing the दृश्य अब न रहेगा बांस न बजेगी बांसुरी when we don't long to be a drashta nor we long for attaching to any दृश्य. This is called purest Vedanta. And that will come when we understand that this drashta drashya is the cause of bondage and it is not reality. जब तक सांप को रियल मानते हो ना अब वो छोड़ेगा नहीं आपको इसलिए वेदांत में अगेन एंड अगेन वी सी ना शंकर भगवान तो इतना ही टेल्स अस द ओनली थ्री थिंग्स इन वेदांत इज ब्रह्म सत्यम जगत मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्म न अपरः. So satyata of the Brahma, the mithyat of the Jagat. So much important. Then only I try to realize the Brahman, keeping away the Jagat. And that Brahman is I am already. जीव हूं ही नहीं मैं कभी. मिथ्या जगत को पकड़ने वाला जीव है. जगत मिथ्या है जानकर उसको छोड़ दिया. He is no more a जीवा or drashta. He is Brahman. Think about this sentence 2000 times. Brahma satyam jagan mithya jivo brahmaiva napara. अनेन वेद्यम सत्शास्त्रम इति वेदांत डिंडिमः. एक श्लोक में शंकर भगवान ने बता दिया. पढ़ेंगे हम वो आएगा क्लास टेक्स्ट. सो यत्र यत्र स्थितस्य अपि कर्पूरादेः सुगंधिता यथा उदेति तथा दृश्यम चित धातोः उदरे जगतो. In the same way, in the udara of the drashtritva, there is the drishya jagato. Wherever you put the karpuradi, they spread the fragrance. So by this, what is saying? Whether you go to jungle, whether you go into gufa, whether you go to the akasha, whether you go inside the water with jalastambana vidya, if you think you are drashta, the bija रूप में दृश्य आएगा ही उसमें से. So too, in the nirvikalpa samadhi, you may be forcefully arresting the flow of thoughts. The moment that's broken, drishya is coming because the forcefully arrested chitta, when the force is removed, immediately it takes the vritti rupa. In that vritti rupa womb, there is some object. Immediately to see that object, the drishya, here the drashta is born. So दृश्य है तो दृष्टा जन्म लेगा. दृष्टा है तो उसके कुंभ में दृश्य है. डर कम बोथ आर दो चोर एक दूसरे के दोस्त. What is our goal then? Beyond both of them. So you understood the need of the vairagya to get the world, to get away the world. Need of the ekagrata and antakarana shuddhi through yoga sadhana bhakti. After these are done, only we can realize the Brahman. In the same things, Vasishtha put in the form of tapo japa dhyana. Same thing. Through the tapasya, manasasya indriyanam ekagryam. Japaha, same Mahavakya is continuously contemplated. Then in the dhyana, that theme we try to identify with, which is the result of our contemplation on Mahavakyas. That's what japa. Here in Vedanta, japa means एक ही महावाक्य पे contemplate करना. Through which the Siddhanta Jnana understood. कि निरुपाधिक ब्रह्म निरुपाधिक. Then try to be that nirupadika Brahma is called dhyana, which is called nididhyasana. उसमें the very sublime Brahma स्थिति will come. अब स्टार्ट करना है, फिर करते जाओ करते। अभी देखो शास्त्र पढ़ना स्टार्ट किया तो ब्रह्म प्राप्ति एवं मोक्ष, दिस नॉलेज इज बिकमिंग स्ट्रॉन्गर। अगर ये क्लासेस अटेंड ही नहीं कर रहे, कभी कभी आ रहे, that also some bhakti shastra you are listening, that also praying to that Lord only to give the sukha bhoga of the world. और ऐसा स्थिति हमारा, we would have never got into this sthiti which we have. Whoever are regular, I am taking them into confidence. This is the greatest thing we have done to ourselves. Those who coming regularly have understood now. Even more strongly we have to understand. That's why till that happens, at least to me, I am not going to give up the study of Upanishads with Bhashya. पूरा बृहदारण्यक चांद दोगे सब लगेगा, नहीं हुआ तभी बात, फिर से स्टार्ट फ्रॉम ईशावास। हेल्प योरसेल्फ। आंख खोलो, दिमाग खोलो, इंद्रियों को खोलो, पूरा जगत दिखेगा, जगत घुसेगा अंदर, देन यू लूज ऑल द फ्रीडम। आंख बंद करो, दिमाग को बंद करो, अपने सेल्फ को पहले पहचानो, then see the same self everywhere. Then whether you are in the world or not doesn't matter. Your bondage is not created. That's it. Now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4 श्लोक कल पढ़ेंगे। सोचा मैं आज खत्म करूं, तो भगवान चाहते हैं कल कर लो। ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमशिभ्यो नमः। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभवति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति। ओम नारायणाय विद्महे तन्नो विष्णुः। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। योगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय। वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। थैंक यू। ज्वाइन फॉर निर्वाण षटकम। देखो आज हो जाएगा क्या।